the tape for Shahin Atamov, looking very trim compared to his previous bounce. He's dropped a good 4 or 5 kilos here, weighed in well under the 84 kilo limit at about 80 kilos for this one, so really looking forward to see if that's helped his cardio. And we see the towering figure of the Bullet, Franklin Mina from Ecuador. He is 3-1 here in karate combat. Really hoping to take home another win here in this rematch. Of course, you look at those stats, 44-inch leg reach. That is about 13 inches longer than his opponent tonight. Our referee, Mr. Mark Gollard, is going to get this one underway. Black pants for Franklin Mina, white pants for Shahin Atamov. Josh Palmer, Bas Rutten and Lyoto Machida bringing you the action from pit side. And it's Atamov opening up first with that low kick.
Yeah, that was fast. That was a powerful one. But inside, you should not do that. Shin on shin, something's going to give.
You know, when we spoke to Franklin Mina before this event, he was not dismissive of his opponent, but he said, you know what, he has that one big weapon in that overhand right, and he said as long as he watches out for that, he feels he's okay. Is that perhaps underestimating Atamov a little bit?
Well, it's a big part of his game plan. He also ducks his head when he does that, but on the other side, he's got really fast kicks as well. So you don't, if you throw a right kick, like a right low kick or a cross, that's almost the same body movement. So if you start mixing those both up, it's very distracting for your opponent.
Yeah, Atamov said to us he knows that Mina is durable. He knows that he's really going to have to catch him well to put him away. Otherwise, this one could go the distance. Of course, the distance in this being a title fight is 5 3-minute rounds if they need them. Those championship rounds 4 and 5 really do separate the men from the boys.
That was that block that you were talking about.
Yeah, Namiyashi.
Letting get missed, right?
And they're kind of fighting for that lead hand position.
You know, they're fighting for the timing all the time, but they may shoot in a short distance and to get more like punches and kicks. Otherwise, they're gonna like waiting for the right time only.
Yeah, these 3-minute rounds do go fast when you get settled in. About 1 minute and 15 seconds is all that's left in round number 1 so far.
So what he did, what did you call it? Namiyashi?
Namiyashi.
Yeah, explain to the people at home what it is.
Namiyashi?
Yeah.
Namiyashi is the technique that you lift your leg, like you bend your leg inside when the guy tries to kick your calf. So it's very effective because especially here in karate combat that you cannot kick the thigh. So if you just lift your leg like you have in the Tek Shodan kata, in karate you have Tek Shodan, there is one kata that you use a lot this technique. So if you train that, it's gonna be very effective for sure.
And it's lifting the leg and letting the opponent miss, right?
Yes, the opponent gonna miss the kick and pass the leg, so you're gonna be able to counter and take advantage of the move.
Well, our referee Mark Goddard has decided there has not been enough engagement so far. Mina was starting to press Atamov back into the corner, but neither one was throwing any decisive strikes, so the referee...
But they're looking at 5 rounds.
Yeah,
they don't want to go full out in the first one. But what they don't realize is if you go full out, you force your opponent to do the same thing. So if you get tired, he gets tired. It's very simple.
Yeah, who in better condition?
Yeah, it's all most of the time the person that is attacking, I would say. It depends. You know, if because most of the time when people attack, the other one's a little bit nervous. Like people attacking you, you don't get tired.
Let's go ahead, take a look at some of the replays from that opening round. Pick this apart for us, gents.
Boom. That's the armpit kick. It's a very effective weapon. Boom. Yeah, those are powerful. You know, he does that a couple of more times. That will do some damage.
Yeah, so not a lot for the referees, or the judges, sorry, to try and pick apart in that opening round. Very tentative start, bit of a feeling out process, as you might expect in any title fight.
Of course, yeah, this is the first time these guys fight 5 rounds here at Karate Combat. They think, listen, if I empty myself in the first round, that's going to be a problem. But like I already said, if you empty yourself, your opponent will automatically also start attacking. Both get tired, so then you're both tired in the third round, and then it's about who's got the biggest heart.
Mina was saying he felt that he would be able to catch Atamov in the short range when Atamov barreled forward, but of course we haven't actually seen the man from Azerbaijan do that as of yet. He hasn't really let that patented right hand go.
No, not yet, and I think it does that on purpose. Let him think he's not doing it, and then maybe in round 3 present it suddenly.
Well, Atamov ducks his head.
Atamov's got a great takedown, got a beautiful hip throw. There we go.
Yeah, he
nice
said,
stop there by Mina.
He said he thought that might be a difference maker for him in the clinch, looking for that Haragoshi off the entanglement. And that's a good low kick.
I'm telling you, he does that 5 more times, 6 more times, he's going to stop his movement.
Oh yeah, or switch the base.
Yep.
He got to switch the base, otherwise he's able to walk.
It should be fairly apparent that Franklin Mina's nickname, the Bullet, is to do with his speed at this weight class, but that is something that Shahin Atamov is going to have to try and figure out.
What is interesting here, because they don't want to take a risk, because the guy used to compete in karate point. In karate point you cannot take so much risk, but here it's different. Sometimes you have to go forward.
Yeah, so both men wide stance, monitoring that lead hand. Mina working a lot more boxing into his training. He thought that lead left hook would be a weapon for him as Atamov closed the distance.
That was a nice little movement there with Atamov, the way he moved out of the way. Jeez, these kicks are getting there, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
he's switching stance already.
He already switched stance.
Yeah, just catching the tail end of that one, but enough to make Mina think again, and that was a nice switch stance, covered a lot of distance.
Beautiful high kick there, Moeshi Yodan, as they call it in Japan.
Atamov's getting pinned in the corner again here, and they tie up. It's double underhooks for Franklin Mina, but you see the hips of Atamov all the way back, and that's a beautiful trip. Takedowns do, of course, score here at Karate Combat, but that forward aggression and striking is what trumps all else.
Faking the high kick, he saw it was going to miss anyway, so he stopped it. That means he's in control. He knows what he's doing right now.
Get involved on social media at Karate Combat on all social media platforms, and that's a nice spinning back kick by Mina. Atamov shrugs it off though as he tries to stay in close. And Shahin Atamov's going to get a few words from Mark Goddard in the corner here. So it's a final warning from the referee to Shahin Atamov for holding and hitting Franklin Mina.
Holding the head, right? It's like almost like an ice hockey match.
Yeah, can't pull the head
box.
down in dirty box.
No.
Got to be separated with clean strikes. Very last few seconds here in the second round.
Mina should have kept running there, kept going forward.
A little hip feint from Mina. Sinks down level again, but that's going to do it for the second round. And again, still a little bit tentative from both men here.
Yeah, well, now it's a 3-round fight. So let's see, hopefully they pick it up.
What I would say, the calf kicking was not.
Yeah, and this was the kick that really forced Mina to actually change his stance momentarily.
Oh, that was beautifully executed there. Look at that.
Nice little inside trip as he pulled the weight onto his hips.
Whoa. That was just a little bit too high. That would have been great to the body.
And there we take a look in the corner of Franklin Mina. Stamina is definitely going to be playing a factor into this one. We've got 3 rounds left. 2 of those are championship rounds. Do you think they've been overly conservative because of that so far?
100%. Yeah, 100%. And especially also if you look at Atamov in the past, he has been slow. He was slowing down later in the rounds. You know, so he especially goes like, okay, this is a 5-hour fight. That's why he lost the 8 kilograms or the 6 kilograms, whatever he lost, but he lost some weight. He looks much better.
Yeah, Shahin Atamov, his 3-1 record. All 3 victories so far on Karate Combat are by knockout. The only time he's gone the distance was in that first match with Franklin Mina, where he lost that split decision.
But that fired him up, because the next 3 matches he won by knockout. You see, there's always a reason that something happens.
That was good distance management in defense. And that's a nice little foot sweep.
Oh, I love that. I looked at Becky. That was nice.
Ushiro Ramohashi, yeah.
Oh!
Franklin Mina ate that shot, but he got a good leg kick of his own in.
Sen, that was it again. Now we're talking about it all the time.
Always shows up in the fight.
Yeah, I love it. Before they can execute the kick, you nail them. You meet them with the punch.
Yeah, certainly going to make him think twice about throwing that again. 2 minutes left in round number 3 here.
That's right. The audience wants action.
There's 100,000 people in this stadium, Bass. They've got to get behind them.
Whoa, it's a big sound, man. Look and feel. You can feel it. This is crazy.
So Mina again pressing Atamov into the corner. He hasn't been able to use it too much, though. Atamov's always found a way to slide out.
He doesn't follow up. You would think, you know, once he's going, follow it up.
Oh, and that was a nice counter from Mina. Looking for the inside trip again is Atamov. Hips coming all the way back, but they're going to get broken up here in a second.
Can you hold the pants?
I don't know. The belt you can, but the pants I don't know. Yeah, I was wondering that as well.
So I would say for both of them to put more pressure and sometimes no attack. No, to provoke the opponent to throw something, to create the opportunity, to open up the fight. Otherwise, the fight's gonna be a fight for the distance and time. But there's no karate point. You have to have more contact. You have to take a risk.
Yep. And both look like they don't want to take a risk.
They don't want to take a risk, man.
Yeah, it's still very, very cagey from both fighters as we move into the last minute of what would be our regular 3 rounds.
Into the championship rounds.
Good kick on the open side from Mina. And Mina's got to be careful. He's locked up a guillotine there, which is not a legal technique here, but Atamov's going to force the takedown nonetheless. Touch a glove, sign of respect.
Atamov still didn't throw that right overhand right.
He hasn't yet. It's very, very strange. It's totally in contrast to his other bouts here in Karate Combat. Closing seconds of round number 3.
Maybe he found out or heard his opponent say that he was going to that he had a counter for that hand. You know, it can do something in your mind. I had that with a friend of mine that I heard with low kicks before a fight because he was going really hard, and then his opponent was known. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that round. And that was a beautiful clash of techniques there. The leg kick from Mina, the right hand from Atamov, easily the most significant moment of that round. I hate to put you two on the spot because it's a very close fight yet again between these two. But has one got an edge over the other so far?
Yeah, me too. I'm the same as him. It's very hard. I have no clue.
Yeah, when the margins are so fine here with the decisive actions, you have to start really taking in the pick control starts coming in as a backup criteria, all those sort of things really are going to be the finest of margins separating them so far through these 3 rounds. But as you said, Bas, we're yet to see Atamov uncork that monstrous right hand. Let's see if he does so now.
I have a feeling that we're going to see it now. It was almost like John Jones in DC waiting for the high kick. Middle kick, middle kick, middle kick, and then the 3rd round suddenly it opened up, it switched it to a high kick. And he could have done the same thing here. Wait, let him think it's not going to happen, and then kaboom, there it's coming.
Yeah, both men showing some feints there, but it's Mina who closes distance first. Atamov with the pick control in the middle. He's backing Mina into the corner slightly now. And there is the overhand right. It seemed pulled back though.
Yeah, that was a little bigger one, but wrong timing.
It's interesting, both men dropping their hands a little bit here.
Yep, I know there's a lot of respect, there's a lot of technique, but I would love to see a little bit more action.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see at what point our referee here will give them a final warning for that, because he's pushed them once earlier in the fight already.
What I see here, what I've been seeing is they struggle to approach the distance, you know, because sometimes you don't train it that, but you have to get close the distance, but sometimes they struggle that because they're afraid of to receive some punch and kick, because you know in karate you are very accurate. Sometimes the guy step in front of you, you take advantage of that. But since that's not a karate point, you have to take more risk and get close and open up the fight. Otherwise, the fight's gonna be like that until at the end. That's my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, you're 100% right.
And again, another takedown for Atamov, and some ground and pound now. He's getting stuck in. Good shot standing from the feet. Reminder, you can land that ground and pound from both soles of the feet on the canvas or one knee on your opponent. You cannot touch the canvas with a knee. Yeah, these guys, so many similarities throughout their karate combat records, but it's against each other that, you know, it all seems to change.
Atamov completely steered away from the game plan to kick the calf. Oh, there we go.
You just
jinxed yourself, Mr. Roon.
Boom.
And we're going to go 5 seconds in. That's a nice right hand from a standing position.
Ooh,
Jumping axe kick.
I don't know if that is legal to the body. It probably is, but I don't think it's legal to the head.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen anybody kick the body on the ground of a grounded opponent yet.
Yeah.
And that was some good pace from Atamov. Changed the tempo there when he felt he could go in for a bit more of a dynamic shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 4. And that's nice from Mina. So still the thinnest of margins separating these two. We're going to take a look back at some of the replays from that round. Let's take a look and talk us through this, Bas and Lyoto.
Boom. It's a good takedown, right? Good takedown, and because once the fight gets closer, you have to use that, because that score points when you.
Yep, exactly. And you take your opponent out of his rhythm.
What do you think about their stamina right now?
I think both guys have conserved enough. Atamov is looking perhaps a little bit more fatigued. As you look at him in his corner there, he's seeming perhaps a little bit more flustered, but
they can give more. They can put more effort here.
That's
more,
it.
More
I
action.
think so too. Yeah.
That's what I told you. They are so conservative, not just because the stamina, because you can see the first round, you want to see more actions. It's because stylistically, they don't want to take a risk, you know, they don't want to make mistake right in front of your opponent. They struggle sometimes to approach the distance.
So guys, what's the significance of this final round now? We've got one left, 4 in the books, it's so close.
You would almost think the takedowns, I have no clue, because otherwise it's pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're lower on the scoring criteria, but they're one of the more significant separating factors right now.
Yep.
I think if it stays at this kind of pace and we do go to a decision, it's going to be another slightly contentious one, perhaps.
Yep. And then if Atamov's going to lose, well, it kind of owns it to himself then. You know, then you got to really push. But, you know, it's easy to say from the outside, you know, if they feel that they might get countered at the moment they come in, it's very possible.
Well, the crowd urging these two fighters on here as they vie for the 84-kilo golden belt. We've got 2 minutes left in this 5-round bout.
Whoa! That was nice, though. We would love to see that a little bit more often.
Mina tried to follow up, but Atamov was able to get some defense in action. Very dynamic from the shorter fighter, though.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, he's got great kicks, great explosive kicks. He should have used that more often.
So Mina again static in the center of the pit.
Yeah, both of them, whoever's going to lose is going to think, I didn't leave it out there.
Yeah,
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you're not going to forgive yourself. If you watch this fight, you're going to go, I could have done more.
yeah.
Well, there's a minute and 20 left for someone to do more. Who's it going to be? Again, Atamov fires at that low kick.
Yeah, but almost got countered with a big right hand there by Yusishu, shutting him down.
So Shahin, he looks like he's tired right now. He looks like he's run out of gas a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You do feel like
But
he's the one trying to pull the trigger first.
Yeah, but it's still dangerous. Still dangerous because he's waiting for the right punch. What he should not.
50 seconds left here. Mina comes forward, countered by Atamov. They lock up again. And Atamov tries once more, that little lift and trip. But when you're fatigued, suddenly going into that grappling mode is very tiring indeed.
Yeah, it's not a fun. I've been there. Not fun. Especially if your opponent notices. And he turns it up, and you go, oh, crap, he noticed.
And that was a bit of an off balance. Mina got to watch those shots to the back of the head. He's reversed briefly by Atamov, but they're going to come back to the feet. Final 15 seconds.
It's really spinning. Shimon wash to the head.
Yeah,
Done.
time for one last punch from somebody.
You haven't seen front kicking.
Nothing.
No, I haven't seen front kick.
Not one. Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting one for the judges. A good show of respect.
Yeah.
Trying to put some of that animosity behind them, but let's see if that gets rekindled when we get this judge's decision. Let's take a look back at that fifth and final round. Gents, talk us through this.
Well, it was close. If the right hand from Mina wouldn't have been up, I mean, that could have hit the top of the head there. But that was the biggest highlight from the round. So that says it, you know. They will see it themselves once they watch the fight. They say, could have done more. Whoever's going to lose is not going to like it because of that reason.
We knew Atamov was going to look for more takedowns because he misunderstood some of the rule sets, he said, in our very first bout between the two of them. So we knew that was going to be a factor. Let's see if the judges saw it the same way. We're going to head down into the center of the pit and see which of these gentlemen is going to get their hands on that Karate Combat golden belt. So Shahin Atamov avenges his only Karate Combat loss against Franklin Mina, taking a decision win here to become our first 84-kilo golden belt champion. You can see how happy that has made him as he celebrates in the center of the pit and offers his respects to the audience here. So our broadcast colleague Andrea Ocampo is down in the pit with our new champion, Shahin Atamov.
A special congratulations.
Thank you very much for all. I say, first, thank you for all organization Karate Combat. Second, I thank my family, my child, my friends, and say little work for boss. You remember you say me, Shahin don't have physical sportsman. Yes?
No, you need to work on stamina,
I'm
yes.
world champion Karate Combat. I have big hair. Big hair.
Good.
I fight everyone.
Yeah,
And I respect you. Thank you.
I respect you. Yes.
Shahin, did you think you had something to prove here, obviously in this rematch?
Любой бой, любая победа для меня главное. Я выхожу сюда выигрывать. Поражение, проигрыш для меня это как смерть. Я плохо переношу все это. Много стараюсь над собой. И слава Аллаху, что я доказал, что я не слабый. И не на 3 раунда, а на 5 раундов.
Thanks God I could prove everything I'm worth, and every win is very important for me, and especially this one. And I cannot really stand to lose, and every lose is like the death for me. But thanks God again that I could do it.
Very well deserved, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Shahin Atamov.
Very much. Thank you for all. Thank you.
So Shahin Atamov with a point to prove to himself, to the crowd, and to my good friend here, Mr. Bassman.
Yeah.
He's going to head up pit side. He's really celebrating with his team. He's clearly worked very hard for that, and it is a record of 4-1 for him now at Karate Combat. Let's see what Mr. Robin Black thought about that title fight.
You know, that was a very strategic performance. When he looks back at it, he's going to be very proud of it. Fighters have an identity. You have a combat identity. And if you talk about Atamov, you would say he's very aggressive. He throws big overhand rights. Well, he changed his identity purposefully to make it more difficult for Mina. Mina was preparing for a particular Atamov, and he presented a different Atamov, patient and tactical. That was a sweet performance. There is your champion.
Yes, thank you, Robin. Let's take a look back finally at the 5 rounds of action there. Basilioto, closing thoughts on that main event.
Yeah, beautiful left high kick there by Franklin Mina. I think the throws, the damage, the calf kicks that Atamov threw was the deciding factor. That beautiful right hand that landed, of course, there as well. But, you know, Mina came back with some weapons of himself. Takedowns really played a major factor in this fight. I also love that spinning hook kick that he had. Oh, there we go. You see, but it was a little bit high. It was blocked by the hand of Mina, but that would have been great if something like that lands.
And there you see what exactly that 84-kilo golden belt means to our new champion, as he puts that rivalry perhaps to bed just briefly with Franklin Mina.
Yeah, till there's a rematch.
Till there's a rematch. We're 1-1 here between those two.